Shopify Editions 2023 is now out. That is a series of over 100 updates that will help you save thousands of dollars a year because of how much they're bringing into the platform instead of having you pay for apps to enable these features, such as Shopify one-page checkout, Shopify bundles, as well as Shopify subscriptions. And in today's video, I'll be breaking down all of these updates for you and give you my take and summary on these news. If you don't know who I am, my name is Justin and I'm the founder at paidadvertising.com, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. With that being said, let's get straight into it. So the theme for this update was called Imagine. This is literally what you see here, Imagine my business. And this is what Toby and Harley said on Twitter, the CEO and founder. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. So one of the new things called Sidekick, which essentially is a commerce assistant. It helps you start on Shopify. Now, the biggest thing, which I think is the most useful for most of you guys watching this, is Shopify Magic, which essentially is an AI assistant that will follow you throughout Shopify and help you during your store. So as an example, let's click on it and then let's learn a little bit more about that. So one of my main things that I've seen coming back a lot in this update is the fact that Shopify seems like they're trying to kill a lot of the third-party apps. Would it be apps on their own app store, or would it be other apps like Klaviyo as an example, which you would have to pay separately and then install their app for it to work with your Shopify store? They're really trying to bring it all back within the platform. So if you look at this right here as an example, with Shopify Magic, they're also enhancing the email experience, where you can have AI-powered emails sent straight from Shopify. Same thing with your Shopify inbox now, which if people are requesting support natively on your Shopify store, you can actually answer through AI with smart replies. So again, they're trying to bring back some of these other apps and just enhance the experience by building a better ecosystem within their app. One of the new things that I've also personally noticed as soon as I logged in on Shopify just today after this update was a new admin panel. So there's been an uplift. This is pretty much a UI change. There's also a few added features now in the admin panel, but all of that to say that there's been a couple changes in the admin. So if you now log in on Shopify, you might see a different look. Now, let's keep it going, and I want to focus on some of the better features in my opinion. So through this series of new AI features, whenever you're creating new pages on your store as an example, they'll help you through AI once again and create product descriptions, product headlines, and more, therefore simplifying your task and speeding up the website creation process, which I think is the best use of AI in my opinion. Now looking at that right here, you can also do AI generated FAQs, which basically based on whatever the users would be asking the most often, you can actually use Shopify's AI to turn those into general FAQs to limit the amount of messages you would get in your inbox. So again, I know there's other apps out there that already enable you to do that, but now this can be done natively within Shopify. Now the checkout, which for some reason they didn't really highlight it that much in these big cards, but they hide it in fact on this on this description right here. New one-page checkout, which is honestly super nice. It will probably speed up and increase conversion rate on most of your guys' website. What that means now, and if you were used to the checkout process on Shopify, is you would have to first enter your information, click next, then enter your shipping or payment information and next, and have a third screen. So usually it would split your personal information with your shipping information, with your billing details, and finally you would actually get the buy. Whereas now all of this will be condensed on one screen. So you get to eliminate a bunch of these clicks and actually have this whole checkout experience lying in one single screen. So looking at that, they say right here, like 15% higher conversion on average over other leading e-commerce platforms, as they would have already claimed pretty much in the past. With that being said, there's also a couple more features that I want to highlight, like here, upsell subscriptions or pre-orders in checkout itself, which you can now, as it says right here, offer pre-orders for out-of-stock items, as an example, straight within checkouts, or have some upsells, again, natively integrated within the checkout process. No need for a third-party app anymore. No need for, let's say, one-click upsell or whatnot. You can have it straight within your checkout process natively within Shopify. One other thing that I think is very nice, I personally have a lot of clients that have a B2B division, right? They sell wholesale, they sell to other retailers, and usually they've had in the past these same retailers buying from essentially the same website. Now within the last 12 to 24 months, you are now able to split your Shopify store and sell to these different audiences, either B2B or B2C. Well, now you can also split the design of these stores. So you could actually make a different look and feel for B2B versus B2C. So if you really want to scale your B2B division and take it seriously, well, I would advise that you actually invest into a different design, because the needs and conversion rate of your B2B retailers might be much different than the ones of your B2C customers. So that is something that you can do now and tailor that store for different audiences. And same thing for international audiences, which I think is even more interesting. Audiences in different markets may have different needs. So Canadian customers, as an example, might be simpler. They might want a simple website. US-based customers might need a little bit more to get them to convert. So you can now split your store and pages design per country and market, as you can see from the announcement right here. Now, these two apps, which I also want to highlight, bundles and subscriptions, which I've both mentioned in the intro of this video. So basically, if I click on this one right here, natively within Shopify, which before, I don't know why, required a separate app, you can simply bundle your products, which I think is a great move. You can simply bundle your products together, create a bundle, and have a price that is discounted, and have a separate product page now that appears for this product bundle. Again, it might not be big news to you, but the reason why I'm bringing this up today is because now it just gets easier for you to do that and costs you less. I think Harley and Toby are naming the theme of this year with Imagine. I would call it savings, actually, which literally, if you look at all these updates, you will probably save yourself hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month in apps if you simply bring everything back natively on Shopify, which you would have integrated within your subscription. And then another one that goes without saying, I don't really think it needs an in-depth explanation, but Shopify subscriptions, which it becomes even more easy for you now to have people come back and buy a subscription straight within your store instead of needing a third-party app once again. Also, now directly within ShopPay, you can offer installments going upwards of 24 months, which Shopify is actually doing in partnership with a firm. So also pretty neat feature that I thought was worth mentioning in today's video. And now any of you guys that are Shopify customers, well, you can actually use Shopify as a bank. So if you didn't know, Shopify was already able to give you loans, as an example, for your inventory in the past. So we knew they had basically bank features, but now they have a card that goes alongside that. You can actually have a card that they call Shopify Credit, which essentially is a pay in full business card designed for entrepreneurs and turn everyday purchases into cashback rewards. So also good to see that they're expanding their financial features for you entrepreneurs and Shopify users. And now, some of my favorite features as an online marketer are the following. So in their full stack marketing section, as mentioned earlier, one of the biggest things I've noticed is how much Shopify is investing into their email features. It really feels like they're trying to make this A1 and they're trying to bring this in-house on their side. Let's see how good this will become in the future, but they've released a heap of updates on that. But now my all-time favorite update of this one is this, which now Shopify automatically collects data on your marketing campaigns based on UTM parameters from your site visitors, so you get unbiased reporting across all your campaign traffic. Why was that something that I had to go in the past on Google Analytics to see? I was not able to see UTMs straight from Shopify. I had to actually go out of the platform to see it. And they even have an attribution model now to look at that. So if I zoom in right here, they have all of these attribution models. So linear, which is also a model offered by TripleWell, any click, first click, and last non-direct click. Which this is good news, again, for any of you who are not investing into third-party attribution softwares like TripleWell or Hyros, as an example. You get much better attribution now straight within Shopify itself through UTMs. Now, we all know that UTMs, one, aren't the most accurate. Two, with iOS 17 coming out in September, Apple will automatically remove UTM parameters from URLs that are opened up in private tabs. So we know for a fact that UTMs are kind of going downhill. They're getting phased out slowly but surely, but nonetheless, I really think that this is great. Shopify is trying to help increase transparency in reporting within their platform. Now, another one that I think is great is Collabs Network, which essentially through that, and if I open this up in a separate tab right here, it's a way for you to partner with creators natively within Shopify. You can actually track these creators' sales natively, once again, within Shopify. Now, a feature that is only available to selective businesses as of right now, it's called a TikTok Shop, which has already been out for quite a while. I wouldn't say a year yet, but a lot of our UK customers actually at our agency have already had TikTok Shop for a bit. It seemed that it was not fully rolled out yet to other countries, but they're advertising it right here on how it's easy now to integrate your TikTok and your Shopify, which essentially straight from a organic or paid TikTok video, you can actually pin a product to that video and people can buy it straight from the UI. So you can see it right here natively within the app, within TikTok. They would have like a Shopify call out right here that would enable them to buy that product right on here. Now, another thing that I think was really good is their pixel updates, which now Shopify is opening more data sharing with their partners, which means Facebook, TikTok, Google are going to receive more data from the customers that are on your Shopify store back to the platforms, therefore should be giving you more accurate attribution. So as they say right here, if somebody is starting checkout and they're entering customer details like name and address, those will be sent back alongside the checkout event, as an example, to your ad platform. So you'll be able to attach these parameters to these certain events back to the ad platforms. This was already pretty much done, but the way that Shopify seems to be portraying it now is that they've released a few more events and more parameters that will be shared alongside specific events instead of just being with the page view or purchase, as an example. And that is it for my highlight of, in my opinion, the most important changes that happen within this update. Keep in mind there's over 100 more updates that were released literally today at the time of recording this video. So with that being said, I strongly invite you to check out this update page from Shopify directly. So shopify.com/editions/summer 2023 for you to get the full list of updates that you can benefit from today as a Shopify user. Now, with that being said, if you want access to our free mini course on e-commerce, paid advertising, and creative editing, check out the description down below and join our free school community to access that. And if you're an e-commerce brand owner watching this video making above $50,000 a month with your brand, and you want an agency partner to run all your paid advertising campaigns and produce all of your ad creatives and your UGC content, once again, check out the description down below and book in a call to speak with our team. On that note, make sure you guys check out other videos of the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.